Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you for tuning in to my 2,384th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Omniacs, Wall Street veterans, new traders, wow, are these war-torn markets or what? They are all over the place. Make sure you put your stops in, put them in first, never trade without them. The risk is gone through the roof. Speaking of risk, we got stopped out not in just S&P, we got stopped out in S&P and NASDAQ today. Absolutely wrong for telling you to go short last night. I'm sorry, kids, but these things will happen, right? No excuses at all whatsoever. Omni was wrong, I was wrong. Stop got hit, we got out, and we stayed on the sidelines, and now we are back to do it again tonight, baby, into tomorrow. Now, the Omni is a fantastic counterpuncher. So no matter what it does, stay with the trades, stay with the flash updates, and here's why. There are going to be losses with Omni throughout the week, throughout the month, right? Losses come, so do profits. Now, each month, I've got two separate entities that total up all the Omni trades that I send directly to you called flash updates. Those Omni trades are totaled by two separate entities. When those two separate entities come together and their figures match, I then tell you what we did last month on the Omni. Last month, if you joined my Platinum service, the Omni would have made you over $21,000 just following the Omni trades. Now, you can screw that up big time. Sometimes I do on the wrong day, like I did on Wednesday. I decided I usually trade a few lots. On Wednesday, I'm going to trade big, and it was a loser. And oh, God, when you do that, you know, you lose 3 weeks worth of wins. And that's what I did to myself today. You know, I can't figure out how to reverse harness this. My entire career, I've always made the same mistake. I will win, lose a little win, and then on the day I think it's going to be the best win of the week, I'm going to double up my position. It's always a stop out. It happened to me on Wednesday. I don't know how to reverse harness that, kids. If I could, I'd slap my hand on that day and I would do the opposite and go short instead of long, but I can't figure out how to get there, so I had to eat the loss. Anyway, so you can definitely do that if you follow the Omni and you don't increase lots like I did on a losing day. Anyway, that was our totals for last month, traders. I could do that again for you. Not every month. Some months we actually lose, not many. But if you follow the Omni month after month, I guarantee you, you will crank out some profits. Now, trading is different from the calls. The calls are right. What you do with them, I mean, you could always screw things up, right? Last year, or I should say 2020, we did about 124,900 in Omni trades if you followed the Omnis. Then we had a crazier year, a little bit rough and tumble, and we only did about 69,000 last year, which is still good, right? Well, this year, just for last month, only February, we're up 21,000 following Omni trades. If you would like to be part of that, you want to be part of the Platinum service, join it. Subscribe now, livewithoscar.com. Join the Platinum service. Join my Discord channel. I will just shoot out my trades to you via Discord. A telegram goes out. We shoot out a text, an email, flash pop-ups go out. You can't miss the signals unless you put your head in the sand and pretend they didn't come out, right? I'm sending you all these different ways. There's no shot you're going to miss it. And I'm live in the trading room to make sure that we get through these rough and tumble markets. So if you want to join me, do so. Now let's talk about the good stuff. The Omni flips to a buy the dip signal for tonight, Wednesday night into Thursday. And yes, I'm scared. But I'll do it because I listen to the Omni. I'll bite my nails and I'll get out the rosary beads and I'll pray, and then you got to get out the saucer, right, with the water and the oil in it. Then you got to get the needle and the thread. I'll do all that stuff, but I'm still going to put the damn long trade on, no matter what I think about that. So Omni says buy it, and we are going to buy dips for trading Wednesday night to Thursday. Maybe my big gun average will produce support. Now, yesterday I stood in front of you and I said, look, do not fall in love with the upside of the stock market. It has been on my board almost the whole year. And what's going to happen at some point is this market's going to find equilibrium. It's going to find its legs. And I'm going to change this to do not fall in love with the downside. And I said that in last night's video, and what happened? It went straight up today. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of an omen going on here. And I'll tell you what that omen is. A, the big gun average on the Dow, my big gun average, the Dow has found support 2 times now and has bounced, Wednesday, today being one of those days. And then there's this, the omen is starting. Every year, as you know, I put my year-end projections on the board, like they are now, and they stay on the board for the entire year, which they are over here. Now, they will remain on the board for the whole year, and what happens is the market starts to have a down move, and when I know the down move's coming to an end, you know how I know an omen starts? The omen is this. People start writing, hey, Oscar, when are you going to take that stupid call off your board? Hey, Oscar, haven't we gone down so low that call on your board is wrong? Hey, Oscar, have you changed your projection? That's the omen. Whenever I start hearing that from you characters, I know the bottom is in. So, we've got the omen started. We ran into Omni support, big on average, and for no reason at all whatsoever, I told you guys last night, don't get comfortable with the downside. At some point, it will change. Now, I will tell you this much, which I haven't shown you in this video, but I have shown it live in my live video sessions in my live trading room throughout the day. And what I showed them was a piece of paper I penned a few days back, and in that piece of paper, I wrote, my analysis tells me this down move adjustment that we're having will be over within 3 weeks. I wrote that 2 days ago. Suddenly, we're getting a little bit of a bounce already. Let's see where that takes us. We are one day at a time, traders. As you know, yesterday was wrong or Wednesday was wrong. That doesn't mean I'm going to be wrong on Thursday because Omni is a great counterpuncher. So, let's go over it again. The Omni flips to buying the dips, and I will chatter my teeth and spin around on my head or whatever I got to do, but I will still place the long order and see what happens. I'm scared. The big gun average I'm going to show you right now. Gold. This is ugly. You know, in yesterday's video, I told you gold was very bullish, and it really was, and it exploded at first last night. Well, I actually missed something, traders. I'm going to say it again. I missed something that was completely obvious that I always point out to you cats, always, always, and I missed it. You know what it was? The double top in gold. Now, I'm a hawk for double tops, right? When we see a double top, we sell what I'm always looking for them. Somehow that one got past me. Imagine that. I'm going to show you that chart right now. So traders, with no further ado, remember to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening when you're in trades, because sometimes it will help you when you get ready to change a stop. And then we're going to go look at some trades. Are you ready? And you know what that is. Stops are in. And boy, if we didn't have a stop in today, we would have been annihilated. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Now let's go look at some charts. Traders, Dow Jones Industrial Average, the stock market, the daily bar. Now, if you remember, I put this right before your eyes last week and said, boom, we hit a big gun average, and it rallied off that average. We had a couple of days up, right? Well, since then, it's come back down and just missed it. Didn't quite hit the average, just missed it. On Tuesday and Wednesday, put in a day like this, straight back up. So, are we starting to bounce off this average and gain support? Now, as you can also see that there's support here at the bottom of this channel, right? Hit it once, hit it again, hit it a third time. This time we didn't quite hit it. We just grazed it and the average in the same spot and went up. Well, I went okay. Omni flips to buy the dips. Now, I've got to go find out why. Omni does what it does, but I like to figure out what I can figure out. So I put this chart together and said, okay, that's it's giving me some reason for the upside. And then I went a little deeper and I went into the weekly chart of the Dow. And I said, okay, I get you now. There is a reason why maybe we are finding some legs here. First off, you know what resistance and support is, right? Resistance is a trend line that stops a market from going up. And when it hits it, it drops. And when it hits it, it drops. Support is the opposite. When a market's coming down, it hits a support line, runs up, hits a support line, runs up, hits a support line. Usually, it holds support. or stops at resistance. Well, this is a resistance line, which can become support, and I'll show you what I mean. It was a resistance line, you hit it and stopped, like I showed you here, and came down. And you hit it again and stopped and came down. But this time, so that was resistance, resistance. But this time you got above it, it becomes support. Now you've got support here. So it rallies up, comes back down, hits the support, hits it again, and has a rally off the support day. At the same time, on the weekly, you've got my OMNI average. Now it's been blown through twice. But as of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 2 times it went through, and so far 5 times it's working. You can't expect more out of technical analysis than something like that, right? Out of 7 times, 5 worked. What's wrong with that? Well, here we are, at the average, at the support. Maybe that's what OMNI is seeing. Maybe that will send us home. Maybe that will give us another up day as we take this one day at a time. But maybe it'll give us an up day like OMNI tells us it will for trading on Thursday. Then there's gold. Look at the gold. When we see a double top, we sell a double top. But when you don't see the double top, guess what you can't do? You can't sell the double top. I kid you not, kids, I didn't even see it. My bad. It's so stupidly obvious, and Oscar didn't notice. I'm sorry, my bad. But now that we're here, the double top is in, you can probably at least get 1 or 2 days of selling rallies and watching more downside in gold. So that's the play right now, and buying dips in Russell, E-mini S&P, or NASDAQ will be the play as well for Thursday. Good luck trading out there, and join me in my free live trading room at livewithoscar.com.